Here's a guy who thinks atheist YouTubers are losers.
Have you ever been scrolling online, just enjoying your daily dose of brain rot, memes, until finally you run into them, the Debate Me Bros. Like there are literally random dudes on the screen saying, God is not good, he is evil, but God also doesn't exist.
I know you're trying to make that sound like a contradiction, but am I contradicting myself if I say that Darth Vader is evil but also doesn't exist?
And if you voted for Trump, you are a horrible human being, despite them not believing truth even exists.
Truth exists. Are you going to deny truth exists?
That is a deeper philosophical debate.
Which definition of truth are you using? The most common conception of truth seems to be the correspondence theory. That's the idea that truth is when a claim or belief matches reality in some sense. I have no problem believing that claims about reality can match it. Being an atheist doesn't preclude my belief in that. Why would a god need to exist in order for claims or beliefs to depict reality?
Are you a Bible-believing Christian?
Indeed.
What do you got for me, Oswald?
Atheism cannot prove logic exists, therefore an atheist.
Oh, off. What an idiot. I have words that mean nothing. Goodbye, Oswald. Have yourself a wonderful night.
Why can't atheists prove logic exists? Anytime you use logic, you're proving it exists. Maybe what this guy means is that atheists can't prove that logic is some woo-woo platonic form that exists independent of human minds. And it's true that atheists can't prove that because it's nonsense that cannot be proven even if a god does exist.
They have the most obvious rage bait prompts right there for people to call in, which is pretty funny because if you look back, anti-theists and Debate Me Bros, they've been some of the first people online to ever engage in rage bait. Like imagine showing up to debate ethics while your opponent is literally dressed up as Satan.
Was that video shot in an ethics debate? Also, what kind of argument is this? Atheists are wrong about ethics because they stopped by Spirit Halloween on the way to the debate?
They're trying to rage bait the Christians into getting angry at them so they can call them fragile snowflakes.
Which I'm sure Trump voters have never ever done.
Which is funny, but that's so 2008. You gotta evolve. Yes, I have everything set. I have the demon horns and the pentagrams in the background. This'll totally trigger that Christian. What a sensitive snowflake he'll be.
I've yet to hear a rebuttal to a single atheist argument.
No! Only I'm allowed to dress up as the bad guys. Don't you know how offensive that is?
Do you go to the Halloween costume store and complain about their double standard of selling devil costumes but not Austrian painter costumes?
Which is funny because these smug anti-theist Debate Me Bros, they like to view themselves as these really edgy people. They're so punk, man. They're not being controlled by the social norms and moral taboos of today. They're beyond that. But again, that was like 20 years ago. If you're really that edgy and in favor of breaking these moral taboos,
then why don't you just say the N-word?
That's what I thought, retard. You're just a poser.
I think you're missing the point. The point is not to object to any and all standards of behavior. The point is to object to pointless and counterproductive standards of behavior.
These people aren't what they pretend to be. You aren't edgy. In 2026, you're the very pearl clutcher you're pretending to fight. Who here is getting offended over a single word? Not me.
Your video is called Why I Hate Atheist Debate Me Bros. That makes it seem like you're a bit offended by them.
And that's the core problem I have with these people. Their perception of themselves has nothing to do with what they are in reality. And I don't have problems with atheists. Like, a lot of atheists are pretty chill. It's these mid-witted pseudo-intellectual Debate Me Bro atheists. And what I mean by Debate Me Bro, to be very specific, is that we have this type of person that views the people they disagree with as unintelligent, uneducated, and illogical.
I don't aim my criticisms at people, I aim them at assertions. I wouldn't disagree with a claim if the claim is intelligent, educated, and logical. The only reason to disagree with any claim or belief is because I believe it to be unintelligent, uneducated, or illogical. You're criticizing atheists right now because you believe that their behavior is either unintelligent, uneducated, or illogical.
You see, Chud, I'm just an atheist because that's the logical position to hold.
Are theists not theists because they believe that's the logical position to hold? You're portraying the belief that one's positions are logical like that's some kind of expression of arrogance.
Oh, God bless you. Excuse me? What did you say? Do you have any evidence that God blessed me there? Where's your source of information?
I don't really want to debate.
Golly, no, this is not what I wanted. I just wanted to...
How often have you seen atheists get upset by this?
Debate me, bros. Theist or not, are just insufferable people. But what's so funny is they like to claim that they're holding the logical position, that they're guided by reason and logic, not simply emotion like everybody else who disagrees with them.
I don't believe that every theist is a theist because of emotion, but lots of them are by their own admission. William Lane Craig, quite famously, will admit up front that he lowers his epistemic bar with respect to the evidence for God because he so desperately wants Christianity to be true.
Clearly, this is a sign of higher intelligence to them. Yet, if you ever interact with these people, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Logic, reason, and intelligence, these are traits that are universally useful and applicable in life.
Logic and reason are useful because we invented them to be. They outline the distinction between what we can make sense of and what we can't make sense of. The fact that we seem to be able to make sense of valid arguments and cannot make sense of invalid arguments doesn't require a god. Why would it?
Yet, for some reason, this extremely intelligent debate me bro tends to be a loser. I mean, the common archetype of the debate me bro is this guy who doesn't take care of his appearance, smells really bad, and is just an unlikable loser. If you are truly intelligent, why don't you leverage that to making your own life better and getting the things you want?
You say that as though there aren't lots of people who've become rich and successful by being debate me bros. Also, you don't have to be an intelligent person to hold an intelligent belief.
There are so many debate me bro channels out there, especially the atheistic kind. They view themselves as logical, reasonable, and intelligent. Yet you can't utilize that intelligence to grow your channel or post good videos?
Do you think every atheist debate bro channel is smaller than yours?
I mean, even the bigger ones that people know of are just relics of a past time
Not true. The biggest atheist channels are some of the newer ones.
that people don't tune into anymore. Yet again, if you were truly intelligent and logical, you'd be able to figure out after 1,000 videos why nobody is watching you despite you continuing to post. Come on, aren't you smart and logical? Find that pattern. Why don't you leverage your so-called intelligence for literally anything else in life other than trying to win and look good in debates? For the people who claim to be so smart and logical, they really fail to adapt or evolve in the real world.
This video should be shown in logic classes as an example of the cherry-picking fallacy.
Which makes a lot of sense with the data out there, because when you compare atheists and theists, it shows that atheists have a lower self-reported bias and dogmatism, yet display higher amounts of it when they're tested. As for IQ, I'll get to that because I know that's going to be one of the #1 objections atheists have to this video.
That's not my objection, because whether someone's claims make sense and fit the evidence is not determined by the IQ of the person making the claim. For all I know, you could have a sky-high IQ. That wouldn't change the fact that you're strawmanning and cherry-picking. Even appealing to the intelligence of a person making a claim as though that's a relevant measure of the claim's truth is a non sequitur.
I mean, there are channels out there for the sole purpose of farming response videos to Christians.
Oh shit, it's me. Also, my responses are not just to Christians. I also respond to Muslims, Jews, and New Agey woo-mongers.
And they even do it to people like 90-year-old grandmas. Look at this old woman and how she doesn't know what she's talking about. You're falling for X, Y, and Z fallacy. So why wouldn't they make a response video to me? Like, there's something unironically wrong with these anti-theists.
I'm not an anti-theist. Believe whatever you want as long as you act on those beliefs at your own risk. If you put a video on the internet trying to make a case for your beliefs to the public, I'm going to explain why I don't find your arguments convincing. What's the problem there exactly?
They have a serious problem. They have a compulsion to try and prove everybody and everything they disagree with wrong.
Nope, I just enjoy explaining why I find unsound arguments unconvincing.
Look at this channel. This channel is a perfect case study for what I'm talking about here. Pondering Points has 3 videos made. Each one has thousands of views. 51,000, 99,000, 179,000. Absolutely phenomenal. I'd be happy with those views myself. And I'm like 70 times bigger than this guy. But when you look at the titles, who do you think's going to be watching these videos? Look at this. Argument against atheism. Atheism debunked. I mean, if you click on that video, it's got 600 likes and 4,000 dislikes and an astronomical 3,456 comments. I mean, that's like 1 comment per dislike. My goodness, this guy single-handedly summoned every anti-theist on the fucking internet to shit on his videos. I'm telling you, there's something inside of these people driving them to click on every video they see and to leave a dislike.
Congratulations, you've discovered how ragebait grifting works.
And to write a whole book-long essay trying to dismantle what they said.
My videos have never been accused of being book-long.
This is not normal or healthy behavior, people. All the chill atheists I know, when I talk to them, this is what they gotta say. Yeah, I don't really believe in God. I just do whatever I want. I don't really know what's out there. I haven't had an experience with anything. I don't see any evidence, so I just don't believe in it. That's it. That's all they say.
And there are lots of videos made by theists trying to rip into that position. That's fine. Make your case. I'll explain why I don't find it convincing. What's the problem?
Like, if that's you, which is probably most atheists out there, you're a functioning normal human being, and this video is not talking about you. But these anti-theists, though, all they ever do in life is literally just hate watch these theists. It's like the funniest thing I've seen. These people, at the end of the day, if you think about it, they're just a shadow of God and Christianity. They don't have a real direction or initiative in life. All they ever do is just react to and hate against these people.
I don't hate anyone, but why is reacting to arguments you find unconvincing by explaining why you find them unconvincing not a direction in life? It's fun. Again, what's the problem?
That's it. It's insane. And that's how I know I'm going to get a lot of responses to this video, especially in the comments as well. Just go down and read them. It's a fun time. And one thing they will consistently say is, actually, random studies show strong evidence that atheists are actually smarter and bigger brained.
What does this have to do with anything? Who's smarter doesn't determine who's right. To everyone who helps me out on Patreon, you're a big help. Thanks so much.